Hi, this is Julia. My English is at an intermediate level and I'm trying to take it to an advanced level. I work in public relations at a company. I'm 27, and I live alone in Turkey. I also started learning German 2 months ago. Everyone talks about the shadowing technique, so I've decided to use it to improve my English. I'll share my progress every day so we can watch my development together. As someone who works full-time and lives alone, especially under the condition in Turkey, people often wonder how I find time for all this. Well, let's keep this a little secret between us. I make the most of my free time at the office. Luckily, I have a great environment at work where no one minds me wearing my headphones and studying. While others scroll through Instagram, I stay focused on my self-development.
So how do you push past that?
So, how do you push past that?
Well, one thing is to accept that mistakes are part of the process.
Well, one thing is to accept that mistakes are part of the process.
No one becomes their best self without failing a few times.
No one becomes their best self without failing a few times. I'm Julia. I start a challenge. I want to improve myself, especially my language. My English is at an intermediate level, as I know, because actually my other skills are better than my speaking. I want to improve my speaking. I have to. Well, I will practice every day around 10 minutes, so I should record myself. Personal daily speaking, the topic is that. So I want to introduce myself today. It will be a best choice. I'm 27. I work for a company at public relations around 8 months. I live apart from my family more than 3 years, and I live in Turkey. I'm a Kurdish person, and our culture is very strict to allow women live independent. But I achieved that. I'm a little bit excited. This is my first time record myself on a video. I'm not sure. I am not introvert person. I can't talk about my job. I work 6 days in a week, 5 days and half, and I love my job. Even I earn minimum wage. It doesn't matter. My salary is very low. It's a little bit problem because, as you know, Turkey inflation is very high recently, and it's a little bit hard to survive in Turkey, especially if you are a woman. But I handle it, I think. You will ask me why you love your job that much. Actually, my first real job was a manager assistant around 3 years ago. Thanks to that job, I got I don't know how can I explain English. Okay, I will try. My life changed 100%. I reborn. I can maybe say that because I was a student. I've lived with my parents. Everything was very terrible. I was a just normal person. I read that book. I almost cried because I felt like 100% I'm that person. During my whole life, I felt like I'm an object. I've earned good salary. Thanks to that, I rent apartment. I moved. Actually, firstly, my parents stopped me. They said it's not right. Just live with us, and you can find another job. Blah blah blah. But I said I'm going. No one can stop me. Well, I moved out. I worked for Russian people around 7 months, but they decide to return back to their country. So I checked another apartment, which is cheaper than my apartment because they suggest me to pay my rental. I find another job. I hard, but thanks to this job, this is my second real job. I have two big goals: improve my English and learn second languages. My first dream was it could be Arabic because in Turkey, Arabic language is very important, maybe more than English. But then I've searched a little bit, so it's a little bit tough to learn. I changed my mind when while I was working with Russian people. I changed as a Russian language, but around 2 months I realized that it won't work. It won't be work anyway, and then I changed my mind again as a Spanish. I'm learning German right now because Spanish was so easy. I realized that I could learn it easily, and when I compare with something which for my position, learning German won't be very well for me because everyone speaks they speak English who can speak German as well. I'm not sure that's right sentence anyway. So I said, okay, why German? Because I can go there easily. I think it's easier for Turkish people to go and work. Why going to German? It's my goal. Because actually my dream is going to England, and at the first step, it can be very hard. That's why I divide my dream as a smaller steps. If I go German, I mean after learning German, I can improve my self in another country more and more. I can get work experience in another country. During that time, I will speak English as well, so I can improve my both languages. Then from there, going to England can be easier. It's my opinion anyway. Why I want to go England? Okay, I need to separate first because it became my dream in 2024. One of my friends said I will help you to go England and your life will be better, like something blah blah blah. But then he changed his mind anyway. Then I met a guy who is the hottest guy in the world. uh, I think I fall in love, and he knows that. Unfortunately, he lives in England. I'm shaking. It's not right. Don't smoke. um, maybe it can be a chance for both of us be together. No, this isn't my dream. My dream is go there and work, improve yourself. But he's there. It's like motivation. Of course, I will come back to my country because I love living in Turkey. But if you improve yourself as much as you can get a good job. You can like change your life from a normal life to luxury life. It smells like him. I'm looking like psychopath. Am I stupid? When I think about him, I can cry. I will talk about third section. It's topic speaking, 10 minutes. Choose a topic. It says my weekend, my job, my city. Okay, I will choose my love. I'm looking very pathetic. How I am pathetic. We met in 2024, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 8th of October. That day I saw him. It was my first time I saw him. Was joining a speaking club. It's like around 2 hours, and foreigner comes and became a teacher. It's a like coffee shop and practice your speak. It's combination both, and just attend the course, improve your speech, and like build your confidence. Well, I attend the course like around 2 months ago. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I remember first time when I saw him, he was very regular guy for me. He was a normal, not handsome, not hot guy. He was just a guy. But and during that time, I had a like psychopath ex. We were like talking about my life, his life, everything, most of my life. We started dating. We were like hanging out. He was so funny, so attractive, so cool, and the most important thing is that he speaks English. Oh gosh, British accent. Can you believe that? He left back his country, but we were texting on Instagram around 2-3 weeks. Then he came back suddenly. I said, why you came back? He said, I love Turkey, here is so beautiful country, blah blah blah. But his mimics already told me he came back for me. Which he is not. In 2025, 13th January, he returned back his country again. We were texting on social media. I decided I should forget him. I should date him with someone to like, otherwise I will lose my mind. I already dated with 2 guys, but when I was looking for them, I was thinking about him, and I said, don't cheat someone, don't cheat yourself, like focus on yourself, improve yourself, forget him. He doesn't deserve me. He deserves better. I can't, because for Turkish people it's very hard to get a visa for England. Even I didn't try, because I know that it's like impossible. England. If this is my dream to go there and see him even just only 1 minute, I can like give my around 10 years. In future, if I go there, and maybe it can take more than 2 years, still he's there and he's single, it can be a chance for us. And I know there is a maybe little tiny chance, but there is something. I've been studying around 2 months. I start to learn basic stuff. Like I follow the same ways which I was learning English. I try to learn German in that way, like learning basic vocabularies. I start to memorize basic sentences, studying about that. I study about sentence structures. I already start speaking. I can speak something which is very basic. Start to speak in 2 months. This is, I think, very important. I mean, I motivate myself. Otherwise, how I will learn that language if I feel I'm fearless? For example, it's very similar to English, which make me more motivated to learn that language, because it's easier than to memorize something. It's easier to be more in that language. Every day, I will practice my English, but also I will practice around maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes German. You will say, how you can do that after working. You also handle your apartment, and you will learn second languages. Are you crazy? Are you stupid? For a guy, it's not for a guy. Let's make a deal with that. It's about myself, because I like when I study something, even it's not about the language. When I study something, when I learn something, I feel very well. It's like habits. I can talk about something in German. For example, my name is Hülya. I can say this one in 3 ways. Mein Name ist Hülya. Ich bin Hülya. Ich heiße Hülya. It's very easy. Even in 3 ways I learned. For example, ich wohne in Istanbul. Ich komme aus der Türkei. Ich bin 27 Jahre alt. The last thing, every day I will record myself around 10 minutes, and I have to watch it in review. I have to review it 5 minutes. Listen to your recording, not mistakes. I have a lot. First mistake, smoke in front of cameras. Study English and German every day because I have no any passion about anything. I have only one patient.